Daniel Carter had just finished loading the last supply crate onto the small company boat when the sky turned a dark, angry gray. He worked as a logistics manager for one of the biggest tech companies in the city, owned by the powerful and mysterious CEO, Victoria Hale. Most employees rarely saw her, but somehow Daniel had ended up accompanying her on this short trip to inspect a remote island property the company planned to develop. Daniel was a single father, raising his 8-year-old daughter Lily alone after his wife passed away 3 years earlier. Every decision he made was for her. This trip was supposed to be quick: go to the island, check the site, and return before nightfall. But the ocean had other plans. The wind howled as waves slammed against the boat. Daniel gripped the wheel tightly while rain lashed across the deck. "Can you handle this?" Victoria shouted over the storm. "I'm trying," Daniel yelled back. Another massive wave struck the side of the boat, knocking them violently. The engine sputtered. Then it died. Daniel's heart sank. For nearly 20 minutes they drifted helplessly through the raging sea until a powerful current carried the powerless boat toward a stretch of land barely visible through the rain. A small island. The boat scraped against the sand with a harsh grinding sound. "We're lucky," Daniel said, jumping out into the shallow water. "At least we made it to land." Victoria stepped onto the beach, her expensive shoes sinking into the wet sand. She looked around the empty island, the endless ocean surrounding them. "Lucky might be the wrong word," she muttered. The storm passed as quickly as it had arrived, leaving behind silence and a thick, humid air. Daniel searched the boat. A few supplies had survived: some bottled water, a small toolkit, and a flashlight. "No signal," he said, checking his phone. "We might be here a while." Victoria, normally calm and intimidating in the office, looked strangely different now. Tired, vulnerable. They built a small shelter using pieces of the damaged boat and palm branches. As night slowly fell, the island grew quiet except for the sound of distant waves. Daniel stared out at the dark ocean, thinking of Lily. She would be waiting for him to come home tomorrow. "I have to get back," he whispered to himself. Behind him, Victoria suddenly spoke. "Daniel, there's something you should know." Her voice sounded unusually serious. He turned toward her. "What is it?" Victoria hesitated, staring into the firelight as if gathering courage. Then she said something that made Daniel freeze. "If we don't get rescued, I have one final request for you." And what she said next would change everything.